Okay, this is going to be the review for your midterm and 8th grade math. The first question says, which scatter plot could have a trend line with an equation of y equals x plus 5? We know that our slope is 1 over 1 because there's a 1 right there in our formula. And then we have a b of a positive 5. Now your b is your y-intercept. It's where the line crosses the y-axis, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a ruler, and I'm just going to draw a line of best fit through a scatter plot. Because anytime you have a scatter plot, you have to draw the line of best fit. If you do not draw the line of best fit, you cannot make your predictions, all right? Now the line of best fit, it has to go through 2 ordered pairs. It has to go in the center of your data, okay? And it has to cross the y-axis. Are y'all with me? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to draw some lines here. If y'all didn't use a ruler, that's fine. All right, here we go. So we have our lines of best fit. Now, the first thing that I notice is that I have a positive slope, okay? So this is a positive slope. Is this a positive slope? Is this a positive slope? Okay. Now, I only have 2 positive slopes right here. And I have to find the one that closely matches y equals mx plus b. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is with another colored pen, I am going to look at my y, which is 5, and I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay? So, this is pretty close to that line. All right? So, I'm going to look at the other one. And I'm going to start at the 5, and I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And I see that this line matches perfectly. So my answer is B. Okay, so let's do it again. On number 2, it says, which graph will have a trend line of y equals negative 2 plus 5? So my M is negative 2 and my B is 5. So once again, my y-intercept is 5. It's where the line crosses the y-axis. But my slope this time, y'all, it has to have a negative slope on it, right? So I'm just going to look at my scatter plots real quick and try to see. Does this look like a negative slope? So I'm going to leave it. Does this, y'all can answer me. Does this look like a negative slope? No. Cross it off. Does this look like a negative slope? Does this look like a negative slope? Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw our trend lines now through these. See if we can get them here. All right, here we go. So now I have to see which one, so I'm going to use another color, which one starts at 5 and goes down 2 over 1. So what I'm going to do is, since I have 3 options right here, I'm just going to start at 5. I'm going to go down 2 over 1. Down 2, 1, 2 over 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that's a pretty close match. Do y'all see that? How that line is right next to my line that I made? Now let's look at this one. If we start at a 5 and I go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, am I anywhere close to where I need to be? No, so it cannot be C. Let's look at D. If I start at the 5 and I go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, am I anywhere close to where I need to be on this one? No, so the answer has to be A. It closely matches the correct line. All right? Number 3, it says a graph of a set of data points is shown below. The trend line for the data is shown on the grid. So do you see how it already has a trend line for us? And this is mostly what your test will have on them. And you'll just extend the trend line. That's the only thing that you do. Just extend the trend line. And it says, using the trend line, what is the best prediction of the value of y when x is 18? So when you're using the line of best fit, the line of best fit goes through scatter plots. When it's asking you to predict something, it's telling me what, when x is 18, what is y? So what you do is you go to find x. Well, this one's probably going to be 17. So 18 is somewhere out here. Oopsie, I'm a little wide. Somewhere out there, okay? Once you hit that trend line, you go over to see what number you're at on the y-axis. Well, it's at 13. So your best prediction is 13. Okay? Number 4. The graph shows the average number of hours 10 basketball players practice weekly and the average number of free throws the players made during the season. Using the trend line, if another member of the team practiced an average of 14 hours a week, what is a good prediction of the number of free throws he would make? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trend line and I'm just going to extend it out again. Now, it told me an average of 14 hours a week. Is 14 hours giving me my x value or my y value? Y. No. Average hours practice. The average hours practice is our x value. So you have to be able to take the words and compare it to your graph, okay? So it says 14, so I'm just going to go up this line of 14. I hit my trend line right there. We're going to go across, if I can draw a straight line, and it's at 8. So he'll make roughly 8 free throws. Okay? All right, number 5. Herbie is saving money to buy himself a new computer. He had $75 saved when he decided to add money to his savings account each month. The graph shows the amount of money Herbie had in his account. Using the trend line, which is the best prediction for the number of months it will take Herbie to have $400 in his account. So once again, it gave us a scatter plot. It already gave us the line of best fit, and we just have to make a prediction. It is telling me, it's asking, what is the best prediction for the number of months it will take Herbie to have $400 in his account? So I need to go, where is the money in the account? Is the money in the account the X or the Y's? Y. So it says money saved. I need $400, which is right here. I'm going to go all the way across. It hits my trend line. And I draw straight down. So it's going to take roughly 11 months. Are we seeing where we're getting the numbers? All right. Number 6. The graph below shows the number of students who wore shorts to school at different temperatures. If 200 students wore shorts to school, what is the best prediction of the temperature? So it gave me the number of students. I'm looking for the temperature. Are y'all with me? The temperature is my question right here. So is the number of students my X value or my Y value? The Y value. So I'm going to go to number of students. I'm going to find 200, which is right here. I'm going to go across to my trend line. It hits right there, and I'm going to come down. And I see that if you look at this, we have increments of 1 because you have 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, boom, 85. So they're in increments of 1, so I would say it was going to be approximately 86 degrees. Okay. An investment of $4,000 earns 2% interest compounded annually. Y'all, that is what is most important right there. If you see the word compound, that automatically tells you you're going to use the equation A equals capital P, open parentheses, 1 plus R, close parentheses, to the T. As soon as I see the word compounded or compound interest, I immediately write down my formula so that I know which one I'm going to use. What will be the value of the investment in 7 years? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say A equals, P equals, R equals, and T equals. Okay. The question says, what will be the value? What will be the value is my account balance. That's what they're asking. What is the account balance? Question mark. That needs to be my final result there. Now my principal is $4,000. It's right here in the word problem. My rate is 2%. You have to change that to a decimal. My whooping twice, right? So we got a whoop whoop. And then our time is 7 years because our time is always in years. Now what do? We just fill the numbers into the formula and we put it in our calculator. A equals 4,000, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.02, close parentheses, to the 7th. I'm going to turn on our calculator here. And we're going to have 4,000, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.02, close parentheses, to the 7th. And we hit enter. And it says we have a value of $4,594.74. Does that answer the question? Yes, because it's asking what will be the value of my $4,000 after the 7 years. Your value is $4,594. Does it make sense that you have more money than what you invested? Yes, because you're accruing interest. All right. Number 8. Gilberto invests $10,000 into a savings account that pays 4.75% simple interest. Simple interest, automatically write down I equals PRT. If Gilberto makes no withdrawals or deposits, he's not going to put any money in this account, he's not going to pull any money out of this account, how much will be in the account after 7 years? What is the question asking me? What is the actual question asking? Y'all can talk. What is the actual question asking me in this word problem?
How much will be in?
How much? That is our total value, isn't it? Or our total amount. Well, how do you find the total amount in an account? Yes. Principal plus interest equals total amount. Principal plus interest equals total. The question is saying, what is the total? Okay? But when you're using simple interest, I stands for interest. So we're actually right now, we're just trying to figure out the interest. All right? So my principal was $10,000. I have a rate of 4.75%, which is 0.0475. And we're going to leave this in the account for 7 years. So we fill in our formula, 10,000, 0.0475 times 7. My interest is 10,000, open parentheses, 0.0475, close parentheses, open parentheses again. My interest, $3,325. That's the interest. Well, if my interest is $3,325, and my principal is right here, which is $10,000, the only thing you do is add them together. Once you add them together, you would get $13,325. So the total account balance is $13,325.